Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. Poppy sabotages Carter's reunion by provoking Sheila and Will's response for Luna. According to Monday, April 14th spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Poppy Nozawa provokes Sheila Sharp, and Carter Walton's reunion plot is thwarted. Let's discuss what will happen on the CBS soap opera. Will Spencer will also have a response for Luna Nozawa as she throws herself at him once more. Sheila is eager to hear from Luna about her most recent effort to woo Will at Il Giardino. Sheila will have to cope with Poppy's unannounced visit while she waits. Of course, it's not a good idea to simply show up at Sheila's workplace. Sheila will want to hold Poppy accountable for her liaison with John Finnegan now that she is aware of it. Sheila will not be pleased with Poppy enticing Finn into bed with her, even though she is happy to have Luna as her grandchild. Sheila will also be upset with Poppy for concealing the paternity facts for more than 20 years. But after everything she's done, Poppy won't believe Sheila has the right to criticize her. Poppy will angrily point out that Sheila has caused considerably more turmoil and has a long history of offenses. Both parties will be furious, but when Sheila snatches a piece of cake and throws it in Poppy's face, the argument will truly take off. Poppy will retaliate forcefully and might even throw some cake at Sheila. For Will's amusement, Luna will remove her disguise as a delivery worker and reveal her underwear. Luna will try on some of the Forrester originals in the wardrobe and do some modeling for Will. Will try his best to silence Luna, even though she will express her desire for him once more. Nevertheless, Luna will eventually make a prediction about obtaining Will for herself. Maybe Luna will believe that Electra Forrester needs to be moved aside first. Carter will then proceed to reassure Brooke Logan that they will resume their separate romances on Monday's B&B program. According to Carter, Brooke belongs with Ridge Forrester, and he will continue to hold out hope that he and Hope Logan may work things out. Since she wants to make Carter her man and prevent him from mending his damaged connection with Hope, Daphne Rose has other ideas. According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Daphne will alter her plan as it develops, so keep an eye out for the sabotage she will do on the reunion of Carter and Hope. Luna plays Sheila against Poppy on purpose. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Luna Nozawa had nowhere else to go, so she ran to her realized grandmother. Naturally, it is not appropriate for someone to kill their putative father and try to blame her mother for both that and another capital offense. When Luna initially returned to Il Giardino, Sheila Carter Sharp responded angrily. Luna planned and carried out Tom Starr's murder in that particular location because she didn't want him to be her father. But as soon as Sheila saw that Yamada's character was inherited, her opinion of Luna drastically changed. Since then, they have been giving the audience amusing winks and a preview of what's to come with their cheeky cackles. Nor did Hollis Hollister deserve to die. Paul Hollis Hollister passed away with the same brutality as Tom. In a classic soap opera move, Luna also poisoned him. Luna justifies her insane behavior as a reaction to Tom being a so-called loser, yet she expresses little remorse for killing him. However, by assisting Deacon Sharp and John Finnegan in finding Sheila, who had been abducted at the time, that same kind spirit was crucial in preserving Sheila's life. Hollis made a mistake due to a situation. After Tom was slain, he discovered his backpack in Il Giardino's back office. He opened it and read the letters that Howard's character had written to Poppy Nozawa. The B&B side character, who had a few plots, and Il Giardino's most well-liked staff were viewed as a threat. Luna killed him because she thought he would tell others about Tom's apparent genetic ties to her. Because Luna is her grandchild, Sheila is now ignoring Hollis' murder, just like she did with Tom. The risky disownment of her daughter by Poppy Nozawa. Steffi Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, was the third person Luna attempted to murder. Who knows? Luna might have also wiped off other people from the planet. Poppy tells Luna directly that she no longer thinks of them as being related, demonstrating that she is not scared of her daughter. Given that Poppy might have spent the rest of her life in prison for the crimes Luna did, it's difficult to hold her responsible. The former lives of certain people in this version of Los Angeles, California, are exaggerated. Because they are narcissists, they act in this way. Luna, who intentionally plays on the first name her mother gave her, is both solidly in that slot and a crazy. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Luna intentionally plays Sheila against Poppy. Generally speaking, Luna is an unappreciative child. She went too far, though, when she chose to blame Poppy for the murder and use her mother's flaws as an excuse. Now that Luna is utilizing Sheila, it is impossible to foresee what will occur. The love of Sheila Carter Sharp has boundaries. Fans of Sheila, even those who watched her on her initial series, The Young and the Restless, didn't notice something in her until Deacon pointed it out. She appears to be exercising self-control because she cares about him. That's good, then. But there are limits to the humanity Sheila has generally displayed since getting married to Deacon. Indeed, she is overjoyed to have Luna as a grandchild. Sheila does, however, factor in the possibility that reality will enable her to get back in touch with Finn. Sheila is already preparing to use Luna as a pretext to try to connect with Finn once more. Luna may eventually face her grandmother's wrath if she offends the probably greatest villain to ever appear on YNR or BNB, even though the struggle with Poppy will be real. Liam's defiance, Bridget's return, and Luna's rejection. Finally available are spoilers for the week of April 14, 2025, on The Bold and the Beautiful. The reappearance of Bridget Forrester, Ashley Jones, is anticipated by fans. Despite medical advice, Liam Spencer attempts to attend Kelly Spencer's, Sophia Parra's, dance. Will Spencer also fires Luna Nozawa? Let's discuss the upcoming events in the CBS soap opera as you continue reading. The Dance of Kelly Spencer. Kelly is excited to go to a father-daughter dance, as fans are aware. Kelly is unaware of her father's hospitalization. Liam doesn't appear to have a decent chance of attending the dance. Bridget and Grace Buckingham talk about an inoperable item in a preview video for next week. That sounds like a tumor in the brain. Kelly must be informed by Steffi Forrester Finnegan that Liam is unlikely to attend the dance. Kelly hopes her father will manage to attend the dance, nevertheless. The disobedience of Liam Spencer. Liam, who is in the hospital, is taken aback when he sees Bridget. Liam is informed by the blonde doctor that she is working on his medical case. Liam and Steffi become close because they are Kelly's parents while the doctors talk about the patient's brain tumor. Hold on, has anyone recently seen or heard from Beth Spencer? Returning to Liam, he suddenly feels the need to leave his hospital bed and attend Kelly's dance. But Bridget and Grace make an effort to talk sense into his head. Liam's disobedience is very reasonable if he believes that will be the last special moment he and Kelly share. Luna Nozawa's willpower. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Lisa Yamada's character Luna Nozawa disguised herself to deliver a pizza. Will at Forrester Creations is accessible to Luna as a result. Will, however, discards Luna as she removes the disguise and reveals her panties. That implies that Will call security, we assume. Luna later confides in Sheila Carter Sharp. Additionally, Luna will promise to persevere until she finds the boy of her dreams. Additionally, Electra Forrester will tell Ivy Forrester about Will once more. April 14, 2025, week. Additionally, fans may anticipate that Carter Walton and Brooke Logan will get close despite their failed romances. Later, when Brooke hears Daphne Rose pleading with Carter, she loses it. Sheila practically shoves food in Penelope Poppy Nozawa's face at Il Giardino. Deacon Sharp offers Hope Logan relationship guidance in the interim. Additionally, Lee Finnegan tells Finn to avoid Luna at all costs. What is the plot that you are most excited to see? Love from a father versus death threat. Liam's dance with Kelly may be his last act. Liam defies doctors by taking Kelly to her dance after undergoing emergency surgery for an incurable brain tumor. Will a medical emergency result from his love? A medical crisis endangers a father-daughter moment in Liam's dangerous dance with death. As if the drama surrounding Liam Spencer's medical situation couldn't get any more heartbreaking, it's about to escalate to astonishing new levels. Our obstinate Spencer is adamant about taking his daughter to a dance over all medical advice, even though doing so could actually cost him his life. Medical nightmare, everything is at risk due to an incurable brain tumor. It is official, Liam Spencer is suffering from an incurable brain tumor. This is the heartbreaking news that we have all been dreading. Emergency surgery was able to stop the bleeding in his brain when he collapsed and physically flatlined at the hospital. Yes, his heart actually stopped, but the underlying tumor is still a ticking time bomb. Liam seems determined to disregard the medical advice of doctors Bridget Forrester and Grace Buckingham, who have both specifically cautioned against any physical activity or stress. It's not just dangerous, but potentially disastrous that he insists on escorting Kelly to her dance. The hospital moments where Liam battled for his life still make me shudder. The fandom was rocked by the emotional toll of witnessing him flatline. And this now? Going to a dance with Kelly in defiance of the doctor's orders? Although the man has always been obstinate, this is a whole new level of stubbornness. Emotional aspects, everything is complicated by Kelly's heartfelt wish. This is the nasty, gut-wrenching part of things. Little Kelly had told Steffi Forrester, her mother, how much she wants her father to attend her dance. You can feel the emotional tug-of-war. In what might be their final moments together, how can Liam refuse his daughter's requests? The foundation of Liam and Kelly's relationship has always been their father-daughter bond. However, should his health worsen, this dance might perhaps be their last dance together. What impossibilities! Every parent in the audience may relate to the anguish of wanting to support your child in such a difficult situation. A possible catastrophe, what might go wrong? It's important to remember that things could go horribly wrong. Attending this dance could cause Liam to have a seizure, collapse, or worse, possibly upsetting Kelly and everyone else in the room, given his previous medical history. Can you picture the scene? 1 minute Liam is dancing with his kid, the next he's falling apart. Kelly would be heartbroken to see it. The combination of the emotional intensity of the moment and the physical strain of dancing makes for the ideal scenario for a medical emergency. And given how strongly doctors Bridget and Grace have objected, we must ask, is it worth jeopardizing Liam's life for this dance? Sheila Carter lurking in the shadows, wild card. This already risky scenario is made even more dangerous by the fact that Steffi has been the target of Sheila Carter. Could Sheila make a play on Steffi by taking advantage of Liam's vulnerability at the dance? Sheila has never missed a chance, and the timing couldn't be worse. Steffi may be distracted and at risk since Liam is preoccupied with Kelly and may be in medical distress, exactly when Sheila likes to attack. The dance can turn into the epicenter of several disasters. Next steps, miracle or heartbreak? Is Liam going to survive the dance? Will he lose everything because he is determined to support Kelly? Or might some sort of miracle be sparked by this touching father-daughter moment? The most devastating scenario is that Liam could have a medical crisis at a crucial point in their relationship, like when they dance. One of the most poignant passages in recent B&B history is being built up by the writers. I've already started to stockpile tissues. My prediction, however, is that Liam will go to the dance in defiance of medical advice, have a heartwarming moment with Kelly that makes everyone cry, and then, just when viewers believe they have escaped tragedy, he will pass out, resulting in yet another medical emergency that will have us all on edge as the next week approaches. Ivy's intel, Bridget's surprise, and Kelly's wish. Finally available are spoilers for the week of April 14, 2025, on The Bold and the Beautiful. Fans can anticipate a miracle wish from Kelly Spencer, Sophia Paris. Liam Spencer is taken by surprise by Bridget Forrester. Additionally, Elector Forrester tells Ivy Forrester about Will Spencer. Let's discuss the upcoming events in the CBS soap opera as you continue reading. The wish of Kelly Spencer. Fans are aware that Kelly will be performing a father-daughter dance. The young girl talked about it with John Finnegan since she is so excited about it. But Liam has a brain bleed and is in the hospital. Finn hears Bridget and Grace Buckingham talk about it's inoperable, which suggests a brain tumor, in a teaser clip for next week. Kelly must be informed by Steffi Forrester Finnegan that her father will not be able to make it to the dance. Kelly wishes her father could somehow attend the most significant dance of her early life. The destiny of Liam Spencer. When Bridget arrives at the hospital, Liam is taken by surprise. Liam is informed by Bridget that she will be handling his medical case. Liam is growing closer to Steffi when the doctors find him that he has an incurable brain tumor. Actually, the two say they are happy to be Kelly's parents. But I must ask why Beth Spencer hasn't been brought up. By the conclusion of the week, Liam is adamant about attending Kelly's dance. But Bridget and Grace try to persuade him to remain. Intel's Ivy Forrester. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Luna Nozawa has disguised herself as Charlie Chaplin in order to deliver pizza to Forrester Creations. Then, in a sneak peek, Luna is seen asking Will what she should try on first while only sporting her panties. It is hinted that Will eventually get rid of Luna. Luna assures Sheila Carter Sharp the very next day that she isn't yet ready to give up on Will. In the meantime, Elektra confides in Ivy about her predicament with Will. Elektra had already informed Will that she was not quite ready. But he's been a bit demanding. He needs to back down a little, but I'm not sure if he realizes that this might be Elektra's first time ever. April 14, 2025, week. Regarding their departed loves, fans can also anticipate that Carter Walton will comfort Brooke Logan. Later, when Brooke hears Daphne Rose pleading with Carter, she loses it. Sheila pushes Penelope Poppy Nozawa over the edge at Il Giardino. Hope receives relationship advice from Deacon Sharp. Lee Finnegan also cautions Finn against approaching Luna. Will the alliance of Hope and Luna work together to take down Steffi? According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Hope Logan is completely depleted. Hope even believes that Brooke Logan, her own mother, has betrayed her. Hope will soon encounter Luna Nozawa now that she is staying with Deacon Sharp. Is it possible that these two will become unexpected friends and work together to defeat Steffi Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline McInnes Wood? Let's discuss the options after you finish reading. I hope Logan is ashamed. Despite his takeover, fans watched as Carter Walton was welcomed back to Forrester Creations. Hope was only a passenger, yet it seems like everyone is blaming her. In actuality, Hope never made Carter do this. That was the COO's only responsibility. In any event, Hope has been cancelled, but Carter has regained his friendships and his career. The roommate of Deacon Sharp. Everyone, including Brooke, has betrayed Hope. Hope was given a place to stay after she caught up with Deacon. Hope is now residing in a spare bedroom that Deacon has. However, I must ask where Beth Spencer is. Where the devil is that kid now that Liam Spencer is in the hospital? Will Beth and Hope be residing in the spare room? Is the little girl residing with a relative? The secret of Sheila Carter Sharp. According to previews on The Bold and the Beautiful, Sheila has chosen to have a covert relationship with Luna. Despite Deacon's ultimatum, Sheila is hiding this from him. After that, Sheila found Luna a nearby apartment where they could spend a lot of time planning. Deacon is going to learn the truth eventually. Up until that point, Sheila and Luna have been becoming closer since they both hate Steffi. Unexpected partnership? A partnership between Hope and Luna would be intriguing. Hope might give Luna a chance if she really feels alone in the world. Ultimately, Hope recognized Thomas Forrester's transformation before others did. According to Deacon, Hope has yet to fully embrace his connection with Sheila. Thus, Hope and Luna's growing intimacy may also cause the designer to view Sheila somewhat differently. Hope's contempt and rage are becoming rather intense. Luna and Hope both believe that Steffi has destroyed their lives. Therefore, it makes sense to believe that these two will band together to create an alliance. Keep an eye out because if Hope can manage Sheila, that may be a serious front against Steffi. Deacon Sharp makes it his personal goal to bring Liam Spencer and Hope Logan back together, even though Hope's heart and head seem to be tugging her in a whole other path. This causes The Bold and the Beautiful to take yet another dramatic turn. Ever the cunning romantic, with a dubious record of maintaining good relationships, Deacon thinks Lope is the endgame and is prepared to interfere, manipulate, and possibly even step over some boundaries to make it happen. The issue, though, is that Hope has changed since she and Liam were last together. Hope's priorities have changed as a result of her increasing independence, her complex feelings for Thomas, and the ongoing betrayal of Liam's constant back and forth between her and Steffi. Deacon may be in for a rude awakening when he discovers that she is no longer prepared to revert to her previous habits. Given his own history of disorder and dubious choices, Deacon's abrupt involvement in Hope and Liam's romantic life is intriguing. Is Hope's happiness the true focus here, or is it his own sense of guilt over past transgressions? Deacon has worked for years to demonstrate his transformation and his ability to be a dependable figure in Brooke and Hope's life. However, his resolve to force Hope to return to Liam, a guy who has repeatedly harmed her, raises questions. Is Deacon merely yearning for a simpler era, or does he genuinely think Liam is the greatest option for his daughter? His strategies could be anything from gentle prods to outright meddling. The more important question is whether Hope will put up with her father's interference or whether she will finally stand up and demand authority over her own destiny. Hope, however, doesn't seem to be interested in getting back together with Liam. The focus has shifted to her profession, her relationship with Thomas as a co-parent, and her own emotional recovery. Today's Hope is different from the woman who waited forever for Liam to pick her. She is stronger, more confident, and less inclined to accept a relationship that demands forgiveness for the same transgressions. Afterward, there is Thomas. Despite the complexity of their past, there is no doubting the intensity between them, which Liam, despite his charisma, has never been able to equal. Even though Hope isn't ready to acknowledge it, Thomas has a pull on her that extends beyond their business relationship. Deacon is gravely incorrect if he believes he can simply ignore everything and yank her back into Liam's embrace. For his part, Liam is just Liam. Still conflicted, still undecided, and still astonished whenever his actions have repercussions. Does he truly want Hope back, despite his claims to the contrary? Or is it simply his response to the thought of her going on without him? His history points to the latter. Furthermore, if Deacon begins to meddle, it can backfire dramatically, particularly if Steffi finds out. Steffi has stated unequivocally that she is tired of Liam's vacillating, but that doesn't mean she will remain silent if she feels that someone else is attempting to influence the situation. It would be a must-watch TV show if Steffi and Deacon faced off, especially if Finn became involved. Then there is Brooke, who is surely watching all of this with a mixture of frustration and worry. She's been on this path too many times to count, and she is the best person to realize that bringing Hope and Liam back together won't work out until they have both changed for the better. Even Brooke, who was formerly on Team Liam, would concede that Hope is worthy of better than a man who needs constant persuasion to stay. Deacon may find himself at odds with Brooke as well as Hope if he pushes too far. The character development that is boiling beneath the surface of this plot is what makes it so captivating, not simply the possibility of complicated love entanglements. Hope is at a crossroads. Will she trust herself to make the best decisions for herself, or will she allow external factors to dictate her choices? Everyone, even Liam, might be surprised when Deacon's antics unintentionally make her face her true desires. What about Thomas? Well, that's just poetic justice if Deacon's cunning strengthens his bond with Hope in spite of outside intervention. Although Thomas has been the antagonist in Liam's story for years, what if he ends up with the girl this time, not because he manipulated events, but rather because Liam and Deacon made a mistake all by themselves? That would be an interesting twist to watch. There is little doubt that Deacon's attempt to bring Liam and Hope back together is doomed from the beginning. Even though Hope hasn't acknowledged it completely yet, she has moved on, and neither nostalgia nor pressure from her father will alter that. How Deacon responds to the knowledge that Hope's heart is no longer theirs to claim will be the true drama, not whether Liam succeeds in winning her back. Fans of B&B, buckle up, this is going to get ugly.